That's monolith then, eh? Oh wow! How do I need to bind that to F1? I'm not sure how. I really... S.T.A.L.K.E.R died. Because I was fucking around with my inventory. Yeah, that is a pretty good ambush, I have to say. It's ridiculous that I have to do it in that fashion. Probably getting a bad ending now or something. Because I'm the only one left alive.
We can't wait any longer. We're leaving in 60 seconds.
What? Oh, what the fuck? I'm here. Wait, you want me... What the fuck do you want? Oh, this is... I need to know how to shortcut that, because what the fuck? That is too much. That is literally too much. Yeah, you can't be there alone. It's just too many dudes. Okay, seriously? This feels really stupid, but it's probably not even going to be in here. I bet it's not. No, it's not. How would you even call something like that? I'm dead. Or... I was just about to die. Somehow there's military dudes. Did I do it? Oh yeah, the enemies were all dead. Yeah.
Major S.T.A.L.K.E.R, we're ready to go.
The Stalker and the Stingray squad are dead. Prepare for takeoff.
Roger that.
Leave the zone? Fuck yes. Get me out of this place, because there are about 30 guys shooting at me. Chopper? Okay, you're actually... okay. There were a lot more dudes shooting at me, therefore the chopper, but okay.
As a reward for successfully completing his investigation, Degtyarev was offered a promotion to colonel and the position of mission coordinator. He declined the opportunity to work at the HQ and submitted a personal request to be the information about the development of psi devices obtained by Degtyarev alerted USS commanders. All the information gathered on X-designated laboratories was removed from military archives and filed as top secret. All personnel working in the zone were ordered to prevent the disclosure of information about the laboratory. Several experimental samples were made on the basis of technical documents for Item 62. Following a set of test trials, it was decided not to go ahead with large-scale deployment of the weapon due to the high cost of ammunition. Nonetheless, it would be reasonable to assume that further development of the Gauss rifle is ongoing. Sultan and his gang left the Skadovsk to do their shady business elsewhere after their attempts to capture the ship failed. The ensuing feeling of relative safety among stalkers led to a massive increase in the number of artifacts sold to Beard, causing his business to boom. While the formerly quiet following the destruction of the Bloodsucker lair, it's unlikely that anything could significantly change the state of affairs on the Skadovsk. The old ship became a temporary center of stability. In the ever-changing, a fragile balance was reached between freedom and duty squads at Yanov Station. Tired of the endless struggle, fighters of both factions started leaving their squads and joining the Free Stalkers. The scientific expedition, organized by Professors Herman and Ozersky, was a success. The data they collected facilitated the development of groundbreaking medicine and technology, which prompted the Ministry of Education to allocate additional funding for Gary's stories about the Army's fate scared stalkers away from Pripyat. The few who dared to venture into the city ran into inexplicable phenomena, which added further dark strokes to an already gloomy picture of the dead city. The legend of the Oasis stopped being a legend. The identity of those who managed to find a way to the secret anomaly became an increasingly regular topic of conversation among stalkers. Despite this, the number of adventurers trying to find it remained high, something the bandits were quick to take advantage of, with constant offers to lead stalkers to the Oasis, which the area around Yanov Station gained a reputation for being one of the most dangerous places in the zone. Fewer and fewer stalkers make it back from raids, many dying at the hands of mutants within view of the camp. One of those missing is Trapper, who set out to track down rumors of Zulu's fate reached the leader of duty, General Veronin. Counter to most expectations, Veronin decided to posthumously award Zulu with the Silver Shield, duty's highest decoration. Stalkers at Yanov Station still think of Vano now and again, recording his lightheartedness and skills. While some aspects of his life are usually up for debate, one thing is clear. With his luck, looking for the list of casualties suffered in the course of Operation Fairway was amended with yet another name. Senior Lieutenant O.N. Sokolov died in the line of duty. A group of stalkers was forced to seek shelter on Noah's old barge during a particularly powerful emission. When the barge was attacked by a horde of snorks afterwards, stalkers were forced to concede that the barge was as good a defense against mutants as anything they'd seen. Even more astonishing was a litter of pseudo-dog puppies that Noah himself led into. Having overcome his alcoholism, Cardin left the Skadovsk. Stalkers said he went to look for his missing friends. Several days later, he returned, suffering from wounds and radiation poisoning. As soon as his wounds healed, he left the zone for the second and final time. Strelok's knowledge was lost with him. The information he found at the Chernobyl NPP, which could have been used to gain a better understanding of the zone, remained forever within its borders. It seems the zone knows how to keep its... Colonel Kowalski, commander of the Stingray Group, found his resting place not far from the majority of his squad. Their bodies were taken in by the zone, with nothing but old faded photographs left to remind the country of their sacrifice.
Alright, it is just playing us out with music. Or no music. So going to an actual credit roll. Yeah, okay. It is. Okay, it is. Alright. So, bit of a bummer on the, you know, skipping of the cutscenes there. Same thing with the intro. But, yeah, I had to record at a higher FPS, which requires me to redo the last bit, which, no, that would not be proper, I don't feel. Plus, you get the gist of it anyway. I mean, the decisions, the things you did, how they affected the zone, you get the message across anyway, even without hearing the full thing, because you could read it anyway, in most cases. But yeah, wow, that was, I'm not entirely sure why Monolith, or whoever controlled Monolith, wanted to destroy, you know, S.T.A.L.K.E.R and the army so badly. That to me doesn't make too much sense. Plus, I mean, it said that all the data that S.T.A.L.K.E.R knew was gone. I still picked up his friggin' phone. Or his PDA, you know, there's a lot of info on that, I'm sure, but... So you can't say everything was lost. At least I don't consider it completely lost. Mostly, yeah, but... Yeah, you know, in a way... I probably should have done better on the ending. But in a way, I think it is kind of true to the zone. I think it is kind of true. I mean, it is a fucking harsh place, and when somebody wants you fucking dead, you'll know it. You'll just barely get out alive. In my case, I would have been dead half a second later. But it's decided to cutscene me into the ending, which... Great, because you know, I don't think I could have done that. I would have had to go like a couple of quick saves back and do it from there. Oh wow, that was something. That was really, really something. So, yeah. That was a great game. First S.T.A.L.K.E.R game I completed, as I said at the very beginning. And that was just great. Love it. Again, the S.T.A.L.K.E.R bit frustrating, but yeah, it's excellent. It's just excellent. Just, you know, you did all that stuff and they show you how it affected it. I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool. Plus, you know, the whole journey itself even. It's just really interesting to see and, you know, get freaked out by all kinds of shit. And yeah, it's a great series, I should say. Not just a great game, but a great series. And I'm really glad I've Let's Played them, because otherwise I may just not have completed it like I have done with previous S.T.A.L.K.E.R games when I wanted to play through them. So, by doing this, I definitely did. And I'm really glad for it. Also, I must say, I'm kind of curious what happens if you want to say, I'm staying in the zone. I mean, yeah, that's... I don't know, like, what do you say? There's like two choppers there, you're the only survivor. And you're like, nah, I'm staying here. There's like 50 dudes shooting at me, I'm just about dead, but I'm staying here. Do they just fly off without you? Assuming you had someone alive, even? Or... yeah, I'm gonna read up on that. So yeah, it's just a really fun game, and I bet there's some other cool mods. You know, I just used the Reloaded. They may have even, you know, there may be a version higher at this point, but yeah, there's all kinds of mods, and people do some really cool stuff with these games, and they really are worth checking out. I love them, at least. And yeah, I just hope it was somehow interesting, with me just being fucking freaked out by nothing, and because that's mostly what I did this set, just getting freaked out by nothing, which feels kind of stupid, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, if I get freaked out, I get freaked out. Nothing else I can really say about that. But yeah, there's just one downside though. It's really the cutscenes. I mean, sure, they get the message across, but they're, yeah, how do you describe them? Poor? No. I'd say they're Russian. It's or East European or something. You know, it works, but it's just awkward, very awkward. They're not cinematic or anything like that, really. But yeah, they do get the message across, and you know, that's fine. That's fine. And you know, these games have some issues. You've seen that. There's some weird shit that happens, like the stalker just punching my weapon away and then teleporting me to the base. That was, I'll never forget that, I don't think. I'll remember that for a long, long time. It's just, yeah, that was such a great moment. Such a weird, but great moment. Stuff like that, it's just great. It really is. And then, you know, the crazy X8 laboratory. Wow, that place was intense. Yeah, great game. I really, really enjoyed that. I really did. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that too. And I'll see you guys next time. See you, dudes.